Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob, day 14 of my small account challenge. Let's get green today. Let's just do it. Stick around for the intro and let me explain what my thoughts are going to be here. We got to get green, man. It's just I'm just going to say it. We got to get green here today. Day 14, the the challenge, obviously the bot, and I mean it's not me, it's not just me, it's you know just the bot has not been performing very well over the last week, and it's just I don't know how many more times I got to say it. The setups look good, the setups look great. The price action is not getting it to where it needs to be at. Now, some people are having success with the strategy. I mean, I guess if you're trading this manually, you can obviously be very, very discretionary, take exactly the exact setups that you're looking for. So people are obviously posting some success stories on their trades, but for the most part, anyone who's trading the bot, they're all pretty similar type of results. And again, you could be trading one instrument and just hyper focused on that instrument, which is probably a really great idea. And there's going to be people that are doing well. There's going to be people that are not doing well. Obviously, we're not doing well here on our challenge, but we've got 6 more days of trading to complete the 30-day challenge, and I'm still I don't know how many more times I could say it, but I'm positive. I really am. I don't know if I'm just positive by nature, but um, it's that's just the way that I feel. So let's give a little rundown here of where the account sits. All right, let's see if I can open this. There we go. All right, so the end of day 13, our account sat at $1,653. So yesterday, again, we had a loss of 74, and in total, we were down about $350 in our cash account from a $2,000 starting balance. So does that suck? Yeah, obviously, it's not fun when you're losing money, but it's also, I mean, it's strategies and trading is going to have are going to have your ups and downs. Okay. Um, Today was red day in the morning, not a red day, red news day in the morning. So we had PPI that came out, had a huge spike. This is going to be 2 days in a row of some, I mean, that's a huge move right there in the NQ. Yesterday with CPI, we had the same type of move. Actually, I shouldn't say the same type of move. We had about half the move this morning that we did from yesterday, but still just huge spikes. So the market here since then has, it kind of consolidated until the open, and then here started to kind of come down a little bit. So we're going to trade the NQ, which is here on the left, oil in the middle, and the Russell on the right. We're going to trade today. We're going to see if we can come in with a profit for today. Obviously, I'm dying to just put a thumbnail out there with something green. It's just like you really really are hoping that the strategy can rebound and can start to take some winning trades. I think it's had some terrifically bad luck, and in some markets that I don't know. I guess this, like I said, the setups have been good, so I can't say necessarily that's the market. Um, but the market is not helping the strategy right now and not helping the bot. So, with that being said, today is oil inventory day. Um, for those of you that have not joined my Discord, it's free. There's a link at the bottom of the in the description. It's an awesome community of really like-minded traders. I mean, I can't even tell you what people are doing and helping me with in this Discord channel. I mean, people are coding strategies and coding indicators and sharing this with the people on our channel, just like how I do. And it's pretty awesome to see because it's not something that you see every day. That's my inside bar indicator. So let's jump into oil. So like I said, today was an inside day. I'm sorry, not an inside day, an oil inventory day. We did have an inside trade this morning. Let me see if I can. Let me throw this chart up here. Give me 1 second. And as you know, I typically have not traded. I typically have not traded oil inventory days in the past, just because I thought that there was kind of a loss of edge in my strategy there. But recently, I would say for like the last three weeks, I have started trading. I have started trading the strategy on oil inventory days, and I see that the edge is there. So I mean, the trades have been working out. So this morning, we get, depending on your indicator. So for TradingView, on the indicator on my TradingView, they did not consider this an inside bar. As I've mentioned on my channel, there's actually a video that, while you're watching this, is probably coming out earlier today, that explains this scenario. And in all of my past videos, that I'm speaking about my oil trade, I always consider this to be an inside bar. Someone said it in my channel much better than I have stated it. If it's not an outside bar, it's an inside bar. So this has got the same high as the previous bar. Obviously, it's inside here on the low. So it carries over the exact same thing that I'm looking for in this morning oil trade, which is a indecision of buyers that has a breakout in the direct, and we just want to follow through on that thrust of the decision that's finally made. So again, pretty simple strategy, very nice win rate. This one's been good to me. It's been really good to me, and I know for a damn fact it's been really good to a lot of the people that watch my videos and on Discord. Tons of people have emailed me and commented that they've passed their evals with this particular trade, so that's awesome. And then you can branch this trade off into a lot of other different instruments, so you can use your imagination there. So we get the inside bar set up here. I had a long order here at the top, and I had a short order here at the bottom. We obviously got activated in the short. Our risk is the top of our source candle, which was right here. That was 17 points was my stop loss. 17 ticks was my take profit. So session 1 was a winner. And then we don't look in for another inside bar until session 2, which is this green zone that is forming now. It's 9:03 Central Time on the 15th. So that was oil. Actually, let me put this guy back in his place. I should probably even do a video on my trading setup here. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I'm in a weird space in my house, but I don't know. I told you I'm kind of a superstitious kind of guy, so I kind of feel like there's probably some better places in my house to do my trading at, but I feel like I'm winning here. I'm gonna stay here. But maybe one of these days I'll even do a video of what what this trade setup looks like and how many freaking monitors I got going on. But you kind of need it now. I mean, with the Discord and the different types of trades that I'm taking and the setups, you really need to have a very clear workspace. You need to have some clear view of the charts that you're trading. And as I say that, well, no, that wouldn't fit there. Okay, I was looking at something there, okay. Anyways, so getting back to got off topic there a little bit. So with the strat, the other thing I'll let you know is with the Nasdaq, the NQ 15-minute Rob reversal trade setup. There's video obviously in the description where you can see that trade setup. I let everybody know yesterday and today on Discord that for one, I didn't take my 835 NQ trade yesterday, and I didn't take my 835 NQ trade this morning. Why not? Well, personally, this spike here, to me, going up and then coming right back down, this is 100 points one way or the other, maybe a little more. And that's just very difficult to be trading that so close to the open for me. So I just take those trades right off the table. If I had to guess, I'm on a 1 minute time frame here because this is the gold bot, but let me pull up the NQ really quick on a 5 minute candle. So yeah, I don't even think I would have won that trade. I know I wouldn't have won the trade yesterday, and I probably wouldn't have won it today. So I mean, that saved me $500 there, just by journaling what you do. Especially journal like the really, really important days. I think you should journal every day, but journal the days that that you take that's going to help you. I mean, now you've got historical data that you can kind of go back to and say, you know what? I trade like shit on FOMC. I trade like shit on CPI days. I trade like shit on PPI days. Whatever, whatever you can find statistically that you can take an advantage on and get an edge. Because guess what? That's $500 in profit for me. Because I didn't lose it. It's still in my account because I didn't trade it. So that's the way I look at these things. Now on the 15-minute reversal, I just told people in Discord, be careful with that trade, especially today, just because of that huge whipsaw that we saw there at the when that report came out. As the day goes on, you get to see price action, and you can see if there's a more clear trend that's happening. And if you feel then comfortable after the dust has settled, it's okay to resume that strategy for the day. So that's kind of the suggestion here that I give. So let's see what trades the bot can take today. I'm going to give you guys some commentary. I'm going to let you know the results of my other strategies that if we take them or not here, and my recap of the day. Let's go green. Let's go green. All right, so we get a 1 minute gold line setup here. We're in this trade long. Entries at 77.51 in oil. Remember, this is the micro, 2 contracts. We get into a little bit of green, and I like the trade. I actually really like the trade. It's a nice pullback. Maybe we can have a little bit more spacing to the left here. Would have been a little bit better, but overall, I could see this. I could see this hitting that
order canceled.
Take profit. Obviously, we didn't, but I really like the setup. I can't complain about that setup right there. All right, here we're looking at a
order submitted.
All right, we're in a trade here on the NQ. 5 minute red line. Entry was at 15,949. And looks like we got here a take profit at 986.50 and a stop loss at 941. So same thing, around 8 points stop loss. It's a 5 minute red line. One of my favorite trades for sure. What do we see here? So our take profit is slightly above 2 pivots, but very close pivots to our take profit. So I do like this trade. I know I keep saying that. I feel like a broken record, but I really do like this trade setup we got going here. So let's see if we can have a profitable trade here. That would be nice. So, obviously we could meet some resistance right here at this next pivot level where that blue label is at. And then obviously what's just been constantly, what's been just a reoccurring scenario is, we hit one level of resistance and we're usually seeing a pullback right back into our stop loss, our break even, or our small stops that we have. I'd like to see a bounce off of this EMA, which is what the strategy is built off. We'd like to see some thrust upwards. That's for sure. All right, so our trailing stop just took us pretty much to break even. Approaching 3 minutes on this trade. Haven't really seen the thrust. Actually, there it is. All right, this is first level of resistance. Well, we still need a little ways to go to get there. Gosh, I hope we don't get stopped out here. Let's go. Give us something here. Give us a trade here. Oh, no. That's not looking good. Not looking good right here. Really needed just a big, strong candle upwards is what we are obviously really looking for here. We need it. We definitely need it. Come on. Love to see green. There we go. Let's go. That's the thrust we need. Let's go. A little more. Let's get past this level right here. We get past this level. I feel really good about this trade. I always feel like once that next candle appears, it's such a pivotal point of a trade. If you could just get a strong green right off of that secondary candle, usually I've got a really good feeling about that trade. But unfortunately, starting to see some red here, which I'm not too excited about. All right, reaching 5 minutes on this trade, and we are right at this level. Let's see if we can just break through here. If we could break through here, man, I got really good feeling about this trade. So far, there he goes. Let's go. Let's go. Get through there. Get through there. We're about halfway to take profit here. Maybe a little less than half. Maybe at our peak we were at there. Come on. Come on. Let's continue on with this trade. Let's get strong here. All right, that was a nice candle right here. Now we're getting to the second level of resistance. You can see that pivot way out there to the left. There he goes. There it goes. Come on. Come on. Now I'm starting to have kind of a dilemma here because now I'm starting to feel like, hey, this is some pretty decent profit that we haven't seen in a while. So I'm going to be honest with you. I was looking at the chart and I was it's a feeling that I don't normally get in trades that often. I like to try to take as much emotion as I possibly can out of it. But here now we're just banging our head against this this pivot from before, and I hit $100 in profit. And you could see I was ready to hit the close position. And, now I'm kind of kicking myself because now we get this rejection and it's just, this is not looking very good. And I'm just telling to myself, you know what, if we can get to that same level again, I have no shame in taking this trade off just because I need a green trade, and I've been in this trade for now 7.5 minutes. So it's the program needs a trade, man. We need a trade. So I'm getting ready here again to cut this one off. It pretty much gets real close back up to $100. I'm waiting to see if it can get past this secondary layer of resistance. And I'm just telling myself, man, if we can get anywhere near that high of that last candle, I think I'm okay taking this trade off.
Order canceled.
And I chicken out a little and take the trade out there. But you know what? We're green. We're green for the day. That was a great trade. It ends up actually dropping down from that point. So it was a good point to close that one out for a green trade. All right, and then we get into another 5-minute red line on the NASDAQ. We had an entry there at 15,949. Same stats as far as take profit and stop loss as our last trade. And again, now I'm really starting to sweat it because I'm like, oh man, we just had a really good trade there. You can obviously see that we came all the way back down. So I took out that trade right where I really needed to take it out. I mean, and sometimes you can get, it's luck. It really is. That's all it really is. It's luck. And then, I'm looking at this trade now and I'm like, okay, I'm in the green. And then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, if I can take another green trade right here, if I can get a full take profit here, I mean, that is cutting into my deficit by like 70%, which is awesome. And you can see I got really excited there. I got really excited for that pump up on that trade. Saw the green on my P&L, and I was sweating this trade. I'm going to be honest with you. I was really sweating this trade. I was just hoping that at least we can get a thrust here to take our trade to break even, where I would feel really good about letting this thing obviously go and seeing what we can get out of it. Yeah, I mean, even at this point, I mean, as this is going to sound extremely foolish, but I was just like, man, I would be okay even closing this trade out here. I mean, this would get me, easily over $100 in profit for the day. And, I mean, this is a great move here. And I actually needed that because that's where now it got into a break even trade. So at this point now, I was just like, do what you got to do, NQ. You gave me a good trade here and on the previous one. And, I was getting excited. I was getting excited that this could be just another pullback and a continuation to get to a new higher high. And a new higher high here puts us right at our take profit. So, I mean, I'm excited. I am extremely excited about this trade setup here. And there was a lot of thoughts about closing this position as well. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm break even. It hurts. It hurts. But this is a nice trade. It was a really nice trade setup. And, it's... I just said to myself, you know what? I'm going to let this one go. I'm going to let this one see what it can do. So let's take a look. At this point, we're hitting that congestion from that you could see there on the left, where a lot of candles tried to break through where we're currently sitting at, and they just weren't able to. You could see that wick that tried to get up and quickly just got beated back down. So we were in an area here where, again, if we can break through this little pocket here, I felt extremely excited about this trade. And then I started to see some red candles, and then I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe now we're looking for a new lower low. And that would mean that we're probably going to get stopped out of this trade. But again, it's at a break-even trade, so not too bad. So let's see here if we can get some buyers stepping in here. Let's see what happens. Not having a good feeling about this, obviously, at this point. Price action came, I would say, maybe a couple ticks away from our break-even stop loss that we had set there. Right around that 15,949 number. So at this point, I'm feeling a little bit, I'm like, okay, we're trying to fight back here. So maybe we can get back into this trade. Maybe it wants to fight a little bit more to break through that level. And, now we're getting to, I mean, I was almost like to the point where I'm like, I even wanted to just move my stop up, from break even to try to capture, at least to pay some commissions on this trade. You could see my cursor is getting real close there to moving it. And you'll see here, it's, this third or fourth opportunity is just saying, you know what, Rob, sorry, buddy. Getting to that 6.5 minute mark in the trade, where on the last trade we really got the good thrust upwards, and here we're just going in the
Order
opposite
canceled.
direction. So we got knocked out there for break even. Actually, you obviously lost a little bit there because of commissions and whatnot. So yes, I had to break a rule. I know. I know man, I hope I don't get bashed in the comments for this, but you know what? I don't give a shit. I am in the green today. I'm actually green in the day today really well. Today was for a news cycle day like today, I generally don't really go into the session with many high hopes. But today just beat all of my expectations. As you guys saw, the system didn't take actually that many trades today, but I was in front of the charts when that NASDAQ trade came on, and man, I saw that sucker just shoot, and it started to hit. I think we hit like maybe $102 to $104 of in profit. And I was telling myself, you guys even saw it. I mean, I had my hand, I went over to close the position, and then I'm saying to myself, you know what? No, I'm not going to do it. I said that I would let this trade, I would let all the trades go until their finality. And then it started reverse on me, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, this was my opportunity to, to bring this account, get it back into the green. And I think we got down to like maybe 60 or 50 something dollars in profit there. And then finally it got another spike up. And this time I'm like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I am taking this sucker out for a profit. I needed it for the system. I really did. I needed it for just to break that cycle of consecutive red days. And it was a really nice trade. It was a beautiful trade, beautiful setup. Just the momentum that we were looking for. And when I closed out shortly after, it seemed like a really smart decision that I made. So we're green. That is important. We are day 14. We now stand. Account is back up to $1,724. I mean, I got a smile on my face because, it was. I was getting a little dicey there for 6-7 days, man. So we had a total with our when you add up all of the trades, we were positive today $70.58. So going back in the right direction on the account, which is fantastic news for the bot. Let's take a look at. Well, I think I already showed you guys the oil trade this morning. Let me pull this one here on the screen so I can show you guys something. Here we go. All right. Let's go to today. Sorry, I probably should have had this all queued up, but I didn't. This was today. Okay, so those of you in my Discord, you all know what we did today. It was a great day for trading. And oil this morning in first session did not disappoint. Full take profit, 17 ticks. I did tell everybody in the morning that I was going to be taking a look at the first session. We had oil inventory day today. As I mentioned, I typically do not trade it, but I have been trading it lately just because the edge has been there. So I was able to capture, I think it was $170 on one CL contract there with those 17 ticks, and was super excited about that. And I told them, listen, I'm done. I am not taking another trade in the second session. So there was another inside bar here. I didn't even map this one out because this one to me obviously looks to me like a loser. This would have been a short setup. You would have had your 13 points. Wow, that was right before inventory came out. So you can even see this loses. It would have lost 13 ticks here if you got in this trade. I wouldn't have recommended it. You could just see the volume was very low right here, and that was right prior to the report. So I didn't take that trade. That was a win. Let me put that one down. Let's open up. What I'm pretty excited about was an NQ 15-minute reversal trade. So we ended up getting a setup right at 11:45. We had our up candle here. We had our next candle that made a new higher high, and then we got the push down, closed within this candle. So our trade was on. Our entry here was right here plus a tick, and you can see right there where that triangle is at. But just so you guys can mentally see where the entry should have been there, that would have been your entry. Looking for 35 points. 35 points on the Nasdaq. We got it in one 15-minute candle. No sweat. It was a beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. And super proud of that trade right there. So that gave me another. Let's see here. That's not what I wanted to do. So those were 2 micros that I took. So $4 times 35. Yeah, $140. Ended the day today on this account at 303. So, and I didn't take my Nasdaq trade. I didn't take my 835 trade. I said that from the morning session. I wasn't going to take it. Didn't like the just didn't like the price action with the wick that happened with the report, and it was for the better because that would have lost again as well. So overall, super excited with today's trading in the green, which is great. Really looking forward to tomorrow. If you guys are enjoying the content, please make sure to like the video, comment below, and please make sure to subscribe. And I would love for you guys to join our Discord and see what we do every day. All right, guys, take care. Happy trading.